just a little while ago. I'm so glad that you have all taken up this mission um, with the association of our Honorable Minister Shankar ji and the AquaKraft, which is doing this awareness campaign. I want to tell you the art of living volunteers are with you, with shoulder to shoulder to take this mission forward. See, we have conceived this way back in 2007. That's when we said we need clean water and awareness of hygiene and clean water in villages. So since then, we are working. In 2010, we started the program for Meri Delhi, Meri Jamuna, where cleanliness campaign was taken, and we removed nearly 100 tons of garbage, jerkins. Can you imagine 100 tons of jerkins from Jamuna River? I was earlier hearing about this, how in Holland people are keeping the plastic, the ocean free from plastic. I want to remind you, I was recently there in last June. In Amsterdam, every year they dump 700,000 bicycles in the ocean. This year our volunteers were part of the government's drive to take out the bicycle from the ocean. People are simply dumping bicycles. 7 lakh bicycles छोड़ देते वहाँ. So this awareness, we need to create throughout the world. It is so much essential. But when a person is stressed, and depressed, he keeps his very room so dirty. He doesn't even wash his own sink. And forget about him or her being sensitive about the environment. You may all have seen people when they are angry, when they are tense, when they are aggressive or depressed, they don't care for anything. They don't care for even human life, let alone the nature. So, post-COVID, what I see among the youth around the world, they swing between two extremities. On one side, either they are so aggressive, at the drop of the hat, they are ready to go for a fist fight, and here in America, gunfight. Per day, there are 2.8 mass shootings in this country. The world's superpower. Can you imagine 2.8 mass shootings? That too in this year. On the other side, we see that every 40 seconds, one person is taking his or her life away. In America alone, 400 doctors have committed suicide in this very year. When this is the case, then caring for environment is so far away. So mental health is a very big issue around the world. We need to address that. Only then a person becomes sensitive and becomes sensible. And we need both sensitivity and sensibility to sustain life on the planet and to care for our only planet. So towards this, we all should work and see how we can create this awareness in villages, in cities, of course in India and around the globe. Because any environmental project cannot be isolated to political borders of any nation or states. Environment reaches beyond the borders, and so our action will also have to be so wide. I am very happy to know that you have all taken up, the experts have taken up this initiative, and you have been committed to this. Let's make this world a better place. Art of Living has rejuvenated 70 rivers. Many of them were just on the books, on the revenue record. There was no river actually on the ground, because we didn't know. In the name of creating greenery, we brought and put lot of acacia trees, and which would suck the groundwater away, and so river sources were drying out. And so we took this initiative already now 10 years. We've been working. It started with Kumudvati river in Karnataka, then Natkavati, then we went to Vedavati river in Chikmagalur district. Then we moved, our volunteers moved on to Maharashtra, Tamil Nadu, Naganadi, which our Honorable Prime Minister has also tweeted in his Mann Ki Baat several times. 3,000 women came together. Now Naganadi, which was only a mythical river, today is flowing 24/7 or 365 days. The Belur, Arcot, these districts were known for drought and water scarcity. And today this river is there and there is perennial water. And so we have, I'm reminded that it was 44,000 women who have worked in all of these river rejuvenation projects. Also, thousands of water bodies. What people used to do in their villages, they just dump garbage in the small lakes and the ponds that they have had. This we had to create awareness. One example I would give for Sholapur, the lake in Sholapur was so bad that it was all weed, and then it was like a drainage place. The government said, the municipality said it will take 100 crores to rejuvenate that, and they didn't have that money. They said we are waiting for the money. He said let our volunteers join with all other NGOs. So we started a big movement. Every school and voluntary organization, NGOs, they all joined. Everyone joined, and with nothing, with a very few resources, we could completely clean that whole pond, and today the pond looks so beautiful. So like this, if initiative taken by non-governmental agencies will take us to a different level of awareness and action on the ground. Leaving everything to government is not, government alone cannot do. It has to be public-private partnership. The government's support is needed, of course. Without that, nothing could be done. So, I think collectively we can make a country with the water points that AquaGuard is bringing now. AquaKraft is bringing the water ready. See, this is a very good initiative we have taken. And green energy, this is another thing that we all have to work on. The green energy, putting more trees. This is 42 years of art of living, and we are having a World Culture Festival here in Washington DC, where we will be also taking pledge to plant 42 million trees in this year. So let us all work together to make this planet a better planet for our coming generation. See, we can't give this world the way it is to our coming generation. It has gone from bad to worse than what we have inherited, isn't it? So once again, I congratulate all the panelists and great minds and people with deep experience and concern for environment for coming together. You are all the real warriors of this noble cause. Let me wish you all the best and love and blessings to everyone.